while the players are just coming out onto the turf, we'll actually run through the team. Brisbane Fury will start off with number 1, Danny Springfield. Number 2, Scott Boyd. 3 is Liam Fossey. 4, Will Prest. 5, Michael Francis. 6 is Liam Hart. Jared Taylor is number 7. Jared Castledine, number 9. Matty Pembroke in 11. On his own today, no Gus with him this time, Tom. So
no Gus.
Different. Number 12 is Jacob Webber. Number 13, Matty Shaw. Number 14, Will Padman. Number 15, Shane Kenny. 16, Alan McClellan. 17 is Paulie Comerford, and rounding it out, and number 18 is Connie Yates.
And for the South Coast Sharks, number 1 is Will Matheson. 2, June Sugio. Kyle Presswich is in 4. Sam Young, number 5. Joey Sandor in 6. Corey Piggins, 7. Tyler Arundel, 9. Oliver Conroy will be in 10. Jeremy Stevens, 11. Luca Brown is in 12. Ethan White, 13. Troy Cooper, 14. Cal Fitzpatrick is in 15. Regan Martin, 16. Jason Wilson won't be joining us this afternoon on the field. He's out. And Blake Witherspoon, 19. Joe Reardon in 20. The goalkeeper is Aaron Weiss. So thanks to everyone who joined in for the live streaming of the women's game. Susie Reynolds, Steve Butler, g'day Shaz, Nana Shaz, how you going? We're looking forward to calling the men's game. Doogie Lockieanglis, sorry if I've got that wrong. Kate McNaught, Blake Rowe, Trent Goldenstein. Guys, thanks all for tuning in. Di Campbell and Leonie Howard are watching there this afternoon. We're just about ready to get underway this afternoon. Our officials, Aaron Gotting and Chris Schenk. Hayden Newell is the reserve one. So let's go. 2019 Poligras Super League Grand Final. It is the Brisbane Fury versus the South Coast Sharks. So Matt Shaw coming back, getting things underway. Again, thanks for joining us. Yep, Gay Brizzy, says Leonie Howard. Timo having a good game over there against the Argies. Cookers got up 2-1 in that game. Come home for a month and head over to Europe for the rest of the FIH Pro League. Bit of pressure there. Hart. Conroy down this left-hand side, being put under pressure there by JT Jared Taylor. World Hockey News are following us this afternoon, Tony. We're making the headlines. G'day, guys.
Welcome to everybody out there in Facebook land. If you've got any comments, shout them out. We'll do our best to read them as we go through the telecast this afternoon. And it should be a cracking match, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Tony, both teams deserve their place out here this afternoon.
Most definitely. Just wondering how that tough game only an hour or hour and a half ago for the South Coast team, how they'll actually fare them as we get into this fixture. As we know, it'll be a fast-paced match right through. Yeah,
that's going to be tough, Tony. The physical pressures of playing 3 games, you talked about it in the ladies, no different for the guys. It's all the same in hockey. And 5 or 6 games in 3 days is not something that the body's used to at all, and it will be a big thing for the South Coast Sharks. In saying that, you put a couple of goals in, Tony, and it's amazing how the body reacts when you're up on the scoreboard.
Yes, that adrenaline is a wonderful thing. Pity you couldn't bottle it and actually use it whenever you needed to. But playing sport's a great natural high.
Oh, they're in the circle, but the free hit's been blown outside, meaning the ball's got to travel 5. That it does. Padman now over the 25, puts it in. Taylor kicks it. That's not going to go anywhere. And trusty sister's watching in. G'day, Renee. I'm sure you're watching in from wherever you are in the hockey world. G'day, Ben Smith. Yeah, it is good to be back to be in the commentary booth, and hoping you're enjoying the action this afternoon. Come on, the Sharky, says Josh McRae. So Francis on this right-hand side. Nice little poke tackle there from Arundel. Just knocks it out over the sideline.
Boys are looking for a break already. Threw the ball down the corner. No one was in too much of a hurry to go and get it back. Of course, we don't have any ball boys to speed things up. Or girls, I should say.
Oh, in the middle, Taylor throws it in. It's come off the stick there of Will Press, but Weiss good enough to clear that one out. Over the back line we go. Brisbane will bring it in on the 23. That's Padman on the ball now. Plenty of pressure in these early exchanges. No replays, folks. You've got to tune into it. Don't wait for the replay. If you grab the cup of coffee and come back and miss it, you're going to miss it. There is no replay, so make sure you watch. Go Minky and Brisbane, wishing a goal from Will Matheson. That's Michelle Office. God, Prest is, I think, being told to keep the body out of it, Tone, in the early stages.
Yes, umpires are trying to keep a nice clean game this afternoon. And all these players have played senior hockey for a long, long time now, so it should be a nice clean match.
Down they go. That's good work there on that right-hand side over there from Conroy, but he can't get the free hit. Crowd not real happy with that decision in that far corner, and there might be a few of the South Coast Sharks supporters that have made their way up to the hockey centre this afternoon. Tony, perfect afternoon and evening for a hockey game.
Yes, it's a glorious afternoon. Only around 20-21 degrees, just as the sun starts to set. So it should be a perfect conditions for the boys. We'll start to get a little bit cooler as we get into the match. But just very nice to have a bit of a run around out there. Or I should say very nice to be sitting in the commentary box watching them run around out there, John.
It's easy up here watching them run around, Tony, definitely. And Richard Brown up there in Mackay. Mate, I know where you live. I've got your address. Long ball goes through, it found the target, trap couldn't be made, is going to run over the sideline, the acknowledgement there. Oh, and that ball's gone close, but over the sideline, Rossiter's in the net. Timeout's been called, the ball's gone up into the crowd, might be on field 2.
It's good work by Comerford to get across to put the pressure on that Tommer.
Now we've got Wollongong tuning in. Irene Burgess down there. G'day, Irene. Glad you're enjoying the action. Give us a shout out on Facebook. We'll see how far around the country we can get. So far, Alicia Ferguson from somewhere in Europe, I think that's where she is. Must be the furthest one away, I know. But yeah, glad you're enjoying the action this afternoon. 9 minutes to go. Another long ball through. JD Kenny's husband makes that trap, but looks at the umpire and says, that was clean. It's a hit to the Sharks. That one's come across the D on her belly. Doesn't get a touch on it. I think that's Will I Like to Surf Matheson. No, in fact it was Joey Sandor from the Tiger Sticks who was on the belly there but didn't get a touch, Tony.
No, he did everything right. Got down nice and low on that back post but couldn't get the stick on the end of it. There's, we see the ball thrown out over the top. Danny Springfield only wishing he was about another 6 or 7 foot taller and be able to pull that back in.
Witherspoon goes down the line. I don't think that was destined for Cooper, but he gets a touch on it and goes over the sideline. The change is running thick and fast, and after 6 games of hockey, you'd think that'd be the objective this afternoon, is to just keep those legs going this afternoon. Lewis Fossey gets the free hit. Shaw quickly. McClellan's up there over the 25 now. Finds the back line. Dispossessed. Nice tackle there at the back from Sergio. I'm sure the Burley folk are watching. G'day to all the Burleys down the coast. It was a great day up here, and I'm sure it was down the coast. There we go. Sharks on the attack. They're inside the circle now. It's good play. Still they go. Great tackle there from Kenny, but it was good work there from Cooper in the first instance. Now they've got the free hit. Still the Sharks on the attack. Still got it. Take the long stick out. Kenny goes down. Knocked out there from Hart. McClellan has 4 in front. He's going to have to hang on to it, and he does. McClellan. Yeah, that was back of the stick. Well done there for Madam McClellan. Very smart play. 5 in front of him. All he needed to do was get the free hit, and he did, Tony.
Plenty of experience shown by McClellan, who used to hold that ball and now makes a lead forward and picks the ball up just outside the circle. Gets bowled, in fact, Don't even think he got a stick on that.
No, I think his brother Josh should have something to say about getting bowled. Webber now throws it in hard, gets the touch, comes out. Good work there from Weiss, well played, and Witherspoon very calm. Finds Matheson in the middle, links up there. Reardon gives it away, it's gone high. G'day to Steve Sander, watching his son Josh play. He's from P&G. Bob, we've got P&G watching.
Great to see. Great to see Facebook going out, and I did say all around the country, but all around the world.
And Hockey World News are watching from UK at the moment, so boys and girls over there, glad you're watching and tuning in as Corey Piggin on the attack over the 25. Kenny goes down, takes him out. Yeah, feed out from underneath him, penalty corner. Gee, Shane's lucky the card doesn't come out.
Yeah, so I was half expecting the card to come out as well, Tom. A little bit late on that tackle. Corey Piggin is very, very quick across the ground and runs with such an effortless motion. It's just as if he's gliding across the ground. It's a little bit too quick for Kenny. There's a Matty Pembroke on screen there and having a chat to the umpire. Might be asking about the weather for the rest of the week for fishing. Should be good.
Yeah, he's a fisher person, is Pembroke. Yep. I think if you mention that word, I don't think Jake Webber in 12 catches too many feet. Not fish. I think the chief gets more than he does. Anyway, Sharks. First corner. Out it goes. Stop. Spoon on the drag in, and that has come off the foot of the first runner who needs a prize every time is Dan Springfield. And the mouth guard goes out. The shin pad goes out. Everything went out, but he got in front of it.
And Danny Springfield shows some very great skills to run that ball down. If anybody's never done that, watch him on this next corner. He'll actually put his body in the way of the ball. Shows no fear at all.
And it's coming out. Spoon makes the save. That's good work there from Kenny, but that was straight off the wobbly boot from Shane Kenny.
No doubt the umpire's mind then. Straight penalty stroke. Kenny down nice and low. Got the shoe in the way instead of the stick.
And they've stitched me up before the start of the game, the Sharks. They told me Jason Wilson in 18 was not playing the game. And one of the reasons why Blake Witherspoon had plenty of time is because Junior was pushing that one out. There he is in 18 in front of us now. Bob, I know Blake's up on the stroke mark, but Junior Wilson is playing. Spoon. Oh, and that is a fantastic save. Troy Rossiter in the net for the Brisbane Fury has made the save. A fantastic effort there from Troy Rossiter. It has kept the score equal. 5:45 to go in this first quarter. And the Sharks certainly putting the pressure on the Fury, Tony.
Very much so. Sharks had the best of this, the first quarter. But Rossiter, fantastic in that goal with that penalty stroke. Really just had to guess which way and pick the right way.
Shaw coming in. A shot there! Number 5 has put that away. That's Michael Francis. He's got onto it. One end to the other. Yeah, I'm going to put that one down to the keeper for Brisbane.
Yes, and the first goal this afternoon for Michael Francis. It's fantastic effort by the goalkeeper to save that, Tom. 100% correct.
One end to the other. The pressure there from Hard on Witherspoon. Through the middle it goes. Padman. Gee, it's a quick game for a final, Tony. I thought these boys wouldn't have the legs in them, but it's going at a million miles an hour. They made the steal. Reardon gets it. Wilson on the back six side. Shoots. Oh, gee whiz. Junior.
Didn't miss that at all, Tom. Got plenty on that. And the only thing saving Rossiter was Junior Wilson's shot just a little bit wide of the net.
And they're back on the attack now. That's a great ball through from Pembroke through to Press. Press comes into the circle but gives it away. Guys, end-to-end stuff out there. If you've got to watch it. There's no replays this afternoon. It is end-to-end stuff. You get 2 minutes break. You get 5 minutes break and you get 2 minutes break. We're playing 4 quarters. Don't leave wherever you're watching. iPhones, iPads. Bring out mum's phone if you have to. Stream away. Use the data. It's great hockey. Off they go. Sharks down the other end. Strong tackle from Padman. Still goes through. There is White through the middle in the circle. Over the top comes Pembroke. He looks up, says, "What are you doing, sir?" Play on's a call. Wilson takes it himself. Beats one inside the circle. Backstick shot again. Rossiter goes down, makes a save. Matheson picks it up. He hasn't got the surfboard. What will he do? Francis clears it out. Short corner comes off Francis. Well done, Will Matheson.
Nice and calm that occasion from Matheson to keep the ball after that rocket of a shot again from Junior Wilson. Fantastic shot. Rossiter does well again though, Tom. Gets that big left mitt up in the air. Sees the South Coast Sharks with their second penalty corner for the afternoon.
Those indoor skills for Rossiter certainly coming out in the show here this afternoon. He knows how to stop the ball from going in the back of the net, and it has been on show here this afternoon. The crowd are certainly on their toes. It's building. Sharks, can they level it? Out it goes. Shot there from Wilson. He certainly can. That's how you do it. Straight in the back of the net, underneath Rossiter. They've levelled it up 1-1.
That goal from Jason Wilson sees Sharks 1, Fury 1. And fantastic effort from Jason Wilson. He snuck on the field, Tom. Confused us all. The Sharks, South Coast Sharks kept him secret.
Yeah, he certainly did. I walked down there at the start of the game and not playing this afternoon, Tom. Righto, Junior. No problems. And he's out in the paddock. Pressed. Yeah, need to hang on to that ball, Will, when you get up there. One of the juniors in this Brisbane side. Couple of changes in the guard there, Tony, this year for the Brisbane Blitz too. A few of the young ones have made their way into the squad this year.
It is great to see the younger guys coming through. The Will Press and the Danny Springfields of the world. And, of course, Liam Hart. And congratulations go to Liam being selected in the Australian under-21 team to travel overseas shortly.
Yeah, big shout out there on the attack again now. That's pressed again inside the 5, knocks it back. Hart looks up, has a bit of a dance out there with the ball, and no, he lets it go over the sideline. Yeah, that's unusual for Liam. He's normally pretty good up there. Commentator's curse, I think, that time we talked him up and every time.
Looked like he'd never picked up a hockey stick ever.
Rochelle Courtney, thanks for tuning in. Amanda Rutledge, no, Will didn't bring the surfboard. The leg rope, I think, is still attached to the socks if you have a good look. Oh, it's around his head. That's what it is. He's got the leg rope around the head, as Will. Troy Noonan, no, mate, I don't know what board he's riding this afternoon. It's a bit late. What's he still going to go for a surf at Burley when he gets back? The wave's still going, Troy, are they? Through the middle, Fossey, yeah, player was there. PC, Paulie Comerford, was looking for the ball but just didn't get on the stick. And it's good that these young fellas are stepping up. Fossey pressed. Good to see the young fellas out there making a mark on the game time.
Very much. So, Sonia, we've got a few players that have been around for a while, and Jared Taylor and Scotty Boyd, and you can almost argue they're the old blokes out there this afternoon. Oh,
inside the circle, that's Connor Yates. It's called play on. He's a late inclusion with replacement of Aidan Campbell. Put a goal in this morning's game, did Connor. Comerford, another inclusion. I think he came in for the hand injury to Mickey Doan. Also making his presence felt out on the field. Jodie Kenny's husband, Shane, gets that ball going forward. Through it goes. Yates. Webber shoots. Oh, yeah. Coming in, sliding hard on that left-hand side. Scotty Boyd didn't get on it. Over the back line we go.
I think Scotty was actually expecting that one to come across the face. Both obviously playing for the East team here in Brisbane. I'm sure they've done that a couple of hundred times in training sessions and games over the last few years that they've played together.
And that's why the Sharks are on fire this afternoon, Tone. Troy Noonan's surf report is, it's all a bit of sloppy down there on the coast this afternoon. Troy, hope you're enjoying the game this afternoon. There's 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Brisbane Fury, South Coast Sharks. It's locked at 1-1. The big overhead will bring this quarter to its conclusion. So as the players have a quick 2-minute break, we'll keep the coverage rolling. We'll see what we can see from up here downstairs. Umpires are going to go back in the middle. It's been a good game so far. Two cracking goals. And it is 1-1. So both coaches obviously with a few instructions. Not sure if they'd be barking. It's been a cracker of an opening quarter, Tony.
Yeah, I agree, Tom. I think both coaches are quite impressed with what they're seeing out there. As you mentioned, it's been a long afternoon or a long weekend for all the players, both the boys and girls. On the screen there at the moment is the South Coast Sharks getting some instructions for what next to do. But yes, it's been a fantastic, fast first 15 minutes.
Pretty handy guys to have on the sideline too. You've got Nathan Eglinton for the South Coast Sharks and Bruce Robertson, who knows how to hold a hockey stick. It must be good for these players to get together with those sort of guys at the helm leading them away.
Very much so, and you mentioned in the first quarter about the young players coming through. So these guys' experience will be invaluable, and it'll be fantastic to see these younger players trade their wares in for the rest of the regular season, and I'm sure they'll get a lot out of this weekend.
And that man on screen there, number 18, Junior Wilson, who told me he wasn't playing this afternoon, but he is doing his role as the assistant coach, and still got it, has Junior, and a cracking Thomas from Junior to level it up, Tony. Adam Imer watching, get him Sharkies. I know he's been running for the Brazilians, but we'll get it underway. It's the second quarter action of this Poligras 2019 Super League men's final. It is the Brisbane Fury against the South Coast Sharks, and it is 1-1. Joe Reardon dishes it off. He's getting married soon, the big fella. He has a shot. The next shot saved there. They've changed the keepers, have Brisbane. Blakey's got that one. He makes sure that Joey's okay for the wedding on the weekend. And Joey gets up going, mate, it's going to take more than that to keep me down. Back into it we go. Yeah, good work there from the defence of Wotherspoon. Where are you watching from, Adam? What part of the world? You back surfing on the coast, or you still running around at Aslan Shah? So Witherspoon just settling it back. Quick ball down. Picked up there in that bottom pocket by Young. Comes off the stick of Pembroke. Off again, they're on the attack. Reardon through Pembroke. Doesn't give away the free hit. Well done there from Pembroke. Still got the ball. Has Young. Ball in the back of the net. Great shot there from Joey Sandor. Dad up in PNG would have seen that one. He's put it in the back of the net. They're up 2-1.
Goal there from Sandor takes the Sharks to 2, Fury 1. And fantastic effort, as you mentioned, Tom, from Sandor. A lot of scrappy around the front of that net, but able to get that ball up into the back of the circle over the top of Blakely. And I'm not sure the Brisbane Fury team were expecting this, Tom. I think the South Coast Sharks have come out with a little bit more intent than the Brisbane team.
I definitely reckon that is the case. And we talked about the young ones, but Joe Reardon on that occasion just kept attacking the ball and really made that opportunity. Sandor's got to be in the right space to put it in the back of the net, and did that. Pembroke with a nice little dish off there to Taylor, and yeah, that's a good work. Number 12, Jake Webber, the finger goes up in the air. He's levelled up the score. Nice work there between Pembroke, Taylor and the goal scorer Webber. It's 2-2.
Jake Webber equalising the second goal for Brisbane Fury. Fury 2, Sharks 2. So yeah, the older, I mentioned before, the younger players. So I'm guessing Jake Webber feels his age these days. He's all of 27, I think. So he's far from an older man. But showing the younger guys how to get that ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's even up. That's gone high.
So yes, that last pass from Blakey Witherspoon is a little bit dangerous across the top of the circle, across the middle of the goal.
Kenny gets it down to the goal scorer, Webber. I think he was pretty happy about that one too, Tone.
He was. He was very impressed with that. So got the finger waggle going. Brings the Brisbane Fury back to a tied-up match at 2-2 with just over 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. And for those of you out there in Facebook world that may not be avid hockey watchers, we'll play 4 15-minute quarters.
Yeah, it's good work there in the middle from Castledine, but a nice tackle. But it's fallen for Francis. They're on the attack again. The Fury down this right-hand side goes Shaw. Still got it Shaw over the top with a nice tackle is Martin, and he gets it away. Wilson now has a bit of skill. Wilson, yeah, great pass in there. Picks up. Oh, the shot into the side of the net from Matheson. And that's where it exactly went, the side of the net.
Blakey had it covered though, but it was a cracking shot. He got plenty on that one as well.
Yeah, it was Arundel who was in that play there in the middle. As Boyd goes on the attack, it's certainly end-to-end stuff. Hart now, one in the middle. Hart puts it in through, comes off. In fact, it comes off Fitzpatrick's stick. That's great defence there. Hart does well to come and get that ball back again. Throws it up there, puts it up there for Prest. Inside the circle, Hart pulls out the driver, I think, Tone, but had the eyes in the pool lights, I think.
Yeah, so I think he would have been well advised just to slow it down, try to do the one time. Would have looked spectacular if it had come off, but just drove it and straight into the Poligras sign behind the back of the net.
Keeping the sponsors happy.
Keep the sponsors happy. And a big shout out to Polyton and Poligras for their sponsorship of this weekend.
Junior Wilson still got it, but can't get past Shane Kenny, and he will get the free hit. Adam Imer is back on the coast, not so humid and hot on the coast. G'day, Adam. Diane Evans is going for the Sharkies, as is Peter Young. Josie Van Kelkhoven also, as Brisbane get to the top of the circle. That one's gone for Boyd, has the shot. Play on's the call. Great defence there from Ollie Conroy to get that one out and gets the free hit for the Sharks. Great defence.
I think Scotty Boyd came up with a complete air swing. Conroy put plenty of pressure on him. As Boyd rolled it onto his back stick to try and drill that in the back of the net, a.k.a. Junior Wilson.
And yeah, Nana Shaz, that was a good goal from Webber. And yeah, Hockey World News, we're playing quarters. We are definitely playing quarters in the Super League here this afternoon and trying to stay in line with the international program. Stopping for PCs as well. Good ball through there. Picked up Francis over the 25. Looks up. Good skill. Taylor. Nice ball out. Hart. Great defence there at the back from Brown. They reckon if you look close enough, he looks like Sam Burgess, but it might be just the way he plays the game.
Maybe they know a different Sam Burgess, the one who plays for the Rabbitohs, Tom.
Pressed again. It's good that these young blokes are just looking up. They're looking for that next pass. And runs nice and hard, does Fossey. Gets that ball, the turnover's there. Press now, going forward. It's not come off the stick of Brown, and the Sharks will bring it down on the sideline.
Will Press didn't quite agree with that umpire's call there. Thought he did actually come off the stick. But the man in the yellow shirt gets the last say.
And they're off down again, the Sharkies, but Matheson lets that one go over the sideline. Gavin, Dan, it is the Brisbane Fury playing the South Coast Sharks in this Super League Grand Final. We've got 7 minutes to go in this second quarter. It's locked up 2-2. Boyd is on the ball now. Going forward, does Boyd, gets around Witherspoon. Well, he doesn't get around him, but still got the ball. Hart now inside the 25. Inside the circle, he does not get because he's stopped by that man Fitzpatrick, who will get the free hit. Having a good game over there on that right flank, Tony.
Very much. You said it keeps end to end, and here we go again, down the other end of the field. Blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah, Bianca Gauci, there is plenty of intensity out there. Didn't expect it in this game. Thought there might be a few tired legs, but it's certainly not to go at the moment. These athletes, I'm not going to say they're used to playing this amount of hockey, but the fitness levels are definitely encouraging. It's been a cracker. Steve Profke, go Liam Hart. Thanks, Steve, for tuning in. Yeah, it's well left over there. Smart play from Pembroke. He's been around the scene for a while as the captain of the Brisbane Fury.
It was quite intelligent just to actually slide over the top of the ball. No, I think Piggin was at the back there thinking that he'd get a stick on it. Came forward. But Pembroke just let it go through. Matty Shaw with an air swing.
That's a whooshka. Cost you a lot if you did that in my under-13 team, Tone.
Very much so.
Boyd, yeah, nice, good turn. And goes straight with pace, does Boyd. Over the 25, throws that ball in. Shot there from Webber, doesn't get on it. It's good defence there at the back from Regan Martin on this occasion. And the South Coast Sharks defence in this last couple of minutes has definitely been up to the task. Yeah, you'd love to see that again, wouldn't you? Witherspoon with a lazy 50-yard pass. Will, I love to surf. Matheson inside the circle. Kenny with a good tackle too. Up to the task. Jared Taylor takes it away. Yeah, good play from all round. Susan Painter. Go Blake Witherspoon. Sharks to win. It's 2-all. 4 minutes 40 in the second quarter to go. Susan. Go Sharky, says Helen Watkins. It's a good game so far. He's overrun that one. Has Yates on the attack. Ball's off. Sergio looking to just promote that ball forward. Falls for Joey Reardon. Puts that ball across to Matheson. Can't put it in the back of the net.
Matheson did everything right, down nice and low, got on that far post, just could not get enough on that ball to get it in the net.
And it's at the other end now. Yates inside the circle on the Thomastic side, but yeah, wide.
Yeah, probably a little bit more time than he thought, did young Connor. He rushed that shot just as he got to the top of the circle. May pay just to take that extra half a step. But alas, into the side that it went.
And that one does not clear. Francis has got it. Hassled over there by White. And yeah, Francis just loses control and over the back line we go.
He beat himself more than anything. Good pressure by White, but Francis just losing it off the end of the stick with just over 3 minutes to go in the second half. Still all locked up. Brisbane Fury 2, Sharks 2. Brisbane Fury, I think, have had better of this second quarter, Tom. The Sharks definitely had it all over them in the first quarter, but that early goal from the Brisbane Fury team has definitely got them back on the run again.
Jake Webber will bring that ball in the attacking zone for the Fury. He's going to come all the way back to the captain in Pembroke. He dishes straight off to Kenny. Out wide is Shaw. Doesn't get around Matheson correctly, but Matheson's tackle's been deemed a little bit hard.
Yeah, those long arms of Matty Shaw came to the fore there. Matheson, another bit of a smaller stature, couldn't quite get the ball, got the end of the stick.
So Fossey does a bit of a dance around the ball to get it going, and he does. It comes off the stick of the Sharks. And Brisbane will bring it in at the 23 through Francis. Inside the final 2 minutes, things have just slowed up a bit. Both sides just sucking the big ones in for the final 2 minutes. Padman's passes come off the defence of Reardon, and they'll bring it at the 23. Padman away, Pembroke. No real sort of urgency to go forward at this stage. Padman's tackle by Reardon. Good tackle, Joe. Gets the free hit.
Little casual Padman at that point.
Good work there from White to stop that ball going forward from Pembroke. And the Fury have got to work it out again. But the Sharks' midfield defence certainly up to the task of diving Luca Brown, making sure that no one get close to that. We're inside the final minute, Tony.
Yeah, it's been a cracking first half. 2-2 is probably a fair representation of the game so far, Tom. Both teams have had their chances and put the ball away. It's been a very fast match, as you've mentioned during the call. And I'm sure all of the players will be looking forward to a 5-minute break and getting a bit more fluid on board.
Maybe one last effect, which it does. Matheson's on the ball. Yeah, Blakey makes a good save. Matheson comes again, gets that ball through around Blakey. The Blitz are looking at the umpire, but that one's going to count. There was 20 seconds to go, and the young fellas put it in the back of the net. So we will go into the long break. It will be the Brisbane Fury are 2. The South Coast Sharks will take the lead into the break at 3-2. Anyway, we are underway. It is the third quarter of the Poligras Super League Men's Championship for 2019. The Sharks are up 3-2. And Kim Atkinson Hetherington is telling me Jason Wilson actually scored. Not Will. Jason has 2. He has. Will put the last one in. And it was an absolute cracker. And it was the feed from Junior that got him that goal. So, yep, they are up 3-2. Thanks for that, Kim. And also thank you to Peter. And thanks for everyone out there in Facebook adding to the conversation this afternoon. We'll try and get to your comments as they come up while the game is underway. Tony, it has been a cracker in this opening half. Can the pace continue as Press picks it up at the 25? Has Boyd. Yeah, that's a good tackle at the back. That's the big fella in Wotherspoon.
Yeah, need to do a lot more than that to get around Blake Witherspoon. It was just thrown straight onto his forehand. But we'll learn. But great work by Witherspoon. But yeah, it's been a cracking first half. Both teams, as you mentioned during the live call, end-to-end stuff. So no replays today, unfortunately. So if you want to keep watching, of course, if you duck out to get a cup of tea, and you might find that 2 or 3 goals are scored. It happens very, very quick.
And the whistle, that's the naughty whistle when you hear it. The finger pointing. No cards, just a little bit of a on the ball and on the run warning.
Yeah, Joe Sandor and Matty Shaw getting tangled up over there. So the umpires are going, no more of that, thank you very much.
It's a nice tackle from Francis, who runs around from White. And the trap's missed there, JT, not real happy. So the Sharks will keep possession of the ball. That one's just been knocked over the sideline by Castledine. Sharks on the attack down that left-hand side. Reardon going strong. Will get the free hit. Out we go. Sharks at the 23. White happy to just get things around the back, shifting the attack. Sergio goes long, Kenny makes a trap, picked up well there from Young. Throws it back. Nice work there. Francis just drops it across. Press rush down, runs down this left-hand side.
Yeah.
But he kicks it.
Yeah, drags it back onto his own feet. Trying to drop it back to Scotty Boyd, following through. And the Brisbane players just maybe trying to go forward a little too quickly, Tom. And that's credit to the Sharks outfit, the amount of pressure they're putting on them. And we'll see here with JT throwing the ball out to the left of Scotty Boyd, but a little bit more patience shown this time, which is great.
Oh, and that one's come straight off the boot there in the middle of the circle there from Luca Brown. Scotty Boyd did really well to run that one inside the circle. Gets on the back six side. Big thing there, kept it low. Kept that ball going across low. They're bloody hard when they come across too. And White just got the feet in the road. It's corner time. Dangerous. You've got Webber on the field. You've got Hart out there. Pembroke can smack him. JT's out there. Cast of thousands. Tone, what do you reckon? Pick it.
I'm going to go that it's JT variation. He'll run around the back of Webber, pick it up, get the runners to actually not be sure where the ball's coming from, and he'll go to the left-hand side of the goalkeeper.
Webber's on the direct strike, and he goes wide.
Well, I got the Jared Taylor going the left-hand side of Webber part right, but the rest of it completely wrong.
He definitely went around there, did Taylor on that occasion, but Webber with the initial strike and certainly got plenty of it. Direction completely wrong. Sharks now turn defence into attack. Sandor now, he's been in a lot of the play. Trust you're still watching us, Dad, from up in there in PNG. They'll get the free hit.
Yeah, Pembroke just pinged in for getting his body in the way.
As the fireworks go in the background, but folks, the game has not finished. They've thrown the fireworks early. Yeah, and the keeper's been changed again. Rossiter's got to do something with that ball. Decides to throw it straight back through the high diddle. Goes high, dangerous. Penalty corner to the Sharks.
Yes, he's looking to try and get that ball out of the circle, but only got as far as the top of the circle. Called dangerous by the umpire. As we see Blakey Witherspoon head towards the top of the circle. The fireworks coming from Eat Street, just across the other side of the river, for their May Day celebrations today.
Is that what it is? I thought the burgers were cooked, so they put the fireworks on. Here we go. Out we go. Wilson keeps it low. Good save there from Rossiter. Cleaned up off the back line from Pembroke, and good save there from the Fury.
And they needed that too, Tom, with 4-2 down with only 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. It would have been a hard ask for them, but not to be. Matty Pembroke showing great courage on his belly, getting that ball out over the back line.
Wilson gets things underway. Arundel in the middle. Sharks just being patient. Brown. Boyd putting the pressure on there, but well done there for Martin to just maintain possession. Happy to just throw it around the back. Plenty of patience shown here from the Sharks. Webber's going to get that ball, throw it forward, young man, but well defended there. Last line of defence from Brown up to the task. Webber couldn't get around and diffuses it.
Webber was looking for the chip and run, but Brown, fantastic. Last line of defence. Kept nice and low as JT makes a break up that right-hand side.
And good hassling over there from Sam Young. Taylor over the top, good ball through. Kenny says, leave it, I'll get it, and he doesn't. Up and over the top we go. Yeah, good pick up there from Sandor. Gets it going ahead, and he does. Pembroke's got to come out. Young does well. He's got the ball in the middle. Tries to control it, but Pembroke comes back on the attack now. Little jink over the top, picks up Fossey. He's been dispossessed there. Great tackle in there from Piggin. Gee, that's thrown yourself around is Francis. Fossey's got the ball back and will get the free hit. Umpire's just saying to calm it down, boys. 8 minutes and 15 to go in this third quarter. Sharks 3. That's the South Coast boys. Fury 2. Scott Board making sure the people in the grandstand were awake with that pass, Tony.
Very much so. Got a bit of a skip across the turf.
Kenny with a good ball, finds Shaw, runs the back line, Shaw. Keeper comes out, makes a save. Yeah, good work there from Weeson. Good clearance on the back line, gets out away for the Sharks. Great defence.
Yeah, Weiss put all that pressure on Shaw. I think Matty was trying to do the double bluff. Looking to go as if he was going to go to the top of the circle and hoping that the goalkeeper took the dummy, but to the goalkeeper's credit, Weiss, he didn't.
Nice little jink in there, but Fitzpatrick, was it at the back, who decided that, yeah, we've had enough of this in here, boys. Let's get to where it was, Cal. And over the sideline we go. But the intensity's just gone out of this game in this opening third quarter, Tony.
That fatigue that we talked about earlier might be starting to cut in, Tom, because it has been a very fast-paced game. We see a breakaway down the middle of the field of Wilson again. Yeah,
it's a good ball through there for Junior. He's on the backstick side. He's going to shoot. Why wouldn't you if you've got a shot like that? Save there from Rossiter. Kenny up and over the top. Webber gets a stick on it but doesn't get the trap, and over the sideline it's going to go as the fireworks continue in the background.
Well, there's plenty of fireworks on the screen as well, Tom. This first 3 quarters of the match. There's Blakey Witherspoon there just calming things down, looking to throw a 75-yard overhead.
Yeah, 77, I think, that one. And he made the task as well. And we've said it before, makes it look easy, doesn't he, Blake, when he throws those balls?
He does, just all technique. Just rolls his hands underneath it, lets it ride.
So Joe Reardon making his presence felt there out on the field again, getting in a row to that one. Comerford looks to go long and does. McClellan's got it. Prester's there. McClellan overruns it. CGO does well. McClellan over the top. I think you'll find. Yep. Hello. 2 minutes.
Straight to the naughty chair for Adam. Didn't even look at the umpire. Just gone. Yes. Yep. Guilty.
Just a little bit lazy. We talked about the fatigue. It's happening to the players. The game's just slowed down in this third quarter. The Sharks playing very, very smart hockey. They're up 3-2. That one's straight high diddle. Shaw knocks it through, but it's come off the boot.
Yep. Matty thought he was playing soccer on the Xbox. Got the left boot to it. Gets it clean this time, using those long legs down the right-hand side.
Fossey coming back into the middle. Does well, does Fossey. Looks up. Shaw has it. Running the back line. Shaw's going to get that one. Knocks it back. Fossey was pressed, actually, who didn't quite know where that ended up, and over the sideline we go.
A bit of one-out stuff here from the Brisbane Fury team. Mentioned earlier that they seem to be trying to go ahead. It's a little bit too quickly. Now they'll walk it up the field. Hold little possession, wait for the Sharks boys to come out and create a hole. And all of a sudden you start to see some numbers that you can actually throw the ball to. And that last raid, the midfield of the Brisbane Fury team got left behind, leaving very few options for the attackers.
So Sharks still with possession, and Tony Bourne, Aaron Godding and Chris Schenker doing a good job out there in this final, and deserve their appointments as Jared Castledine gets that ball in that bottom corner, comes off CGA. They'll get the free hit. Hart's there, looks up. Not a lot of options for Hart. Takes the self-hit. Back we go, over the 25. Kenny through the middle. Strong, Taylor. That's come off Reardon. He doesn't think it does. Might be talking about his wedding plans.
I think they pinged him for the first one, the stick check. But, JT using some fantastic 3D skills.
And nice ball from Surfboard Man through. Goes down that left-hand side. Wilson just looks up. Knows he needs to just hold the play up, get his support up there. Into the middle goes Cooper. Still got it. Straight through. Cooper was still there. Joe Redden looks up and says, yeah, might have been a bit better if I directed it at you, but over the back line we go.
Redden was expecting someone to be on that right post. Ball got there probably a little bit quicker than the strikers were expecting.
And Mick Smith, mate, I told you before, no replays. Just got to watch the action, Mick. You can't walk away from the screen this afternoon. 2 minutes 20 to go in this third quarter. Sharks 3, Fury 2. Up and over it goes. It's a good ball through. Well trapped there from Castledine. Inside the 5. Still got it. Away quickly. Fossey, back line. And over it goes the back line. They've still got it. Inside the 2. Goes in, hits the post, comes off, falls, shoots. Weiss makes the save, comes off the foot of the Sharks defence. Good work over there from Fossey.
Followed up that ball off the post. Goalkeeper Weiss sort of lost track of where it was for a little while, Tom, when he bounced off that post. He was well and truly expecting, and rightfully so, that it was just going to be going into the back of the net aimlessly, but I don't think it could have got any more the middle of the post as that ball rebounded back out.
Yeah, so no time clock, Josh Ferguson, on this live stream this afternoon. The big clock says 1:47. There it is, up behind the goal at the moment. The timeout for the corners. So, 1:47 to go. What can Brisbane do? A little bit against the run of play. Out, trap, shot, save. Absolutely fantastic save there from Weiss. Read it off the stick of Webber. Great save.
I think the post may have helped out again there, Tom. Got the bit of a stick on it, but off that post. But he had to get the stick to it to start with.
Keeper will call that a save all day long.
Most definitely. No essay written, just save. We'll be fine.
Castledine working hard, but Cooper's going to get the free hit.
And I know we're a little way away from the action, but watching it there live, I'm not actually 100% sure McClellan actually let the ball go out of the circle, Tom. We actually saw it in the Cookers match here yesterday against Argentina on a penalty corner. They're able to use the technology of TV replays and zooming in, but we don't have that here today. So it's up to the umpires to be able to spot something as minute as that.
And it would be absolutely very, very hard for an umpire in that position to call it out. And there's a lazy 60-metre pass. Surfboard Man's got it. Matheson got the ball inside the circle now. And it has come off the foot of Matt Pembroke. 28.7 seconds left. Here comes the second quarter. Exactly what happened. Sharks go in and put one in. 4-2 would be an interesting third quarter to score.
Perfect timing to get a penalty corner. Matty Pembroke, just a little bit of lack of communication, got stuck in the middle of the circle, while his young chargers around him weren't maybe talking as much as they should. But again, Blakey Witherspoon makes his way to the top of the circle, and so does Junior Wilson. So does it go to Junior Wilson, to number 18, or to number 19, Tom?
I'm going to go Witherspoon. Yep, goes to his Castle, strikes, yeah, save from Rossiter, and it comes in. Rossiter makes the save. It falls there for Wilson, who goes, "Sir, can I have a shot?" And Sir says, "No, I blew the penalty corner."
Yep, already blew the corner. Sorry, it may have been the words coming out of the umpire's mouth. 20 seconds still to go. Do they go a variation? Do they go back to Blakey Witherspoon once again? I'm going to go with Blakey again.
It's gone to his castle again. Witherspoon keeps it low. Rossiter makes a save. And there, that man again, Joe Reardon, right on the spot, comes off the Fury defence. They've got it again, through it. Rossiter makes the save. That's good work there. Both Padman making the save and Arundel on the hit. But, folks, that is the end of the third quarter. No goals there. And the South Coast Sharks will go into the short break 3, the Brisbane Fury 2. Guys, thanks for your Facebook comments. We're trying to get to them all. Thanks to those sponsors. They're on the screen. Now they are all making this Super League tournament what it is and what it has been and what it continue to be. Great to join in and give you this live streaming update. So trust you're enjoying the action. There is only 15 minutes to go. It is the final quarter. Third quarter not as intense, Tony, as the 1 and 2 quarters.
No, the fatigue starting to cut in for sure for both teams. It's been a long 3 days for all the athletes this weekend, but both teams are not going to leave anything in the cupboard when it comes down to this 15-minute slot. Tom, they'll most definitely put their 100% forward. So,
Mick Smith, just let us know what you think, because we are starting the fourth quarter of this 2019 Poligras tournament for 2019. Give us a thumbs up or down as to what you think with the last quarter vision. Great tackle there from Pembroke. Kenny brings it out. They've still got to be calm, the Fury, Tony, but they've got to get that ball up the other end of the field.
Probably patience is what they lacked through the first 3 quarters, Tom. We've mentioned it a few times in the live call where they're wanting to go forward a little bit too fast, where maybe they're able to hold that ball through the midfield, get it to JT, look to go to his left or right, then back through that midfield again and put a bit of pressure on that Sharks midfield. They may find that there's a bit more opportunity when they do get down that other end of the field.
And there's that pressure coming, the pressure from the South Coast Sharks on the Fury defence. It's a turnover from Shane Kenny that you don't see very often. Threw it straight over the sideline. Rochelle Courtney, we know it's great that it's live stream. Hang on, we'll go back to the action. It looks like Matt Shaw is going to get the 2 minutes. He was all over Sam Young. Umpire saw it, said, see you later. Play on. Here we go. Sharks with the ball.
Yeah, Matty Shaw's all over him like a cheap suit. The umpire had already warned Matty in the third quarter to give his opposition player a little bit more room.
Oh, they're away. They're in the circle, and Neville Nobody at the top of the circle. Didn't make the trap, and over the sideline it goes. Yeah, Rochelle Courtney, it is great that it's live streamed. And can we do it more often? Rochelle, you're going to have to go back to your associations to do that. It all comes down to, obviously, to money, whilst we're happy to sit up here and volunteer our time. The guys who put it all together aren't, and it costs money. It's got to come from somewhere. You've got to go back to your associations and talk to them. Jules Danner, who's the top goal scorer? Hockey Queensland have put out in the round games who they were. I think it was up to 5. I think Jake Webber was up there. Not quite sure. Tony Byrne. So how are the umpires going? Well, we haven't talked about them that much, so I reckon they're doing a bloody good job out there.
Yeah, if you're not talking about them, they're doing a fantastic job.
And Julian Hassam, yeah, Weesey in the net for the Sharks is having a really good game there this afternoon. Definitely deserves it, and they deserve their lead because he stopped them from going in. Haven't you been watching the game, Mick? Who were the goal scorers? Should have been watching, Mick. Ball's come in across the face. Yeah, and a sliding. Matheson gets a touch, or was it Sandor?
No, the umpires pulled it back for an infringement outside the circle. I think he may have already blown the whistle before Sandor got the stick on that.
It was Sandor. They both got leg ropes around their heads. He had pulled it up early. Sharks still with plenty of possession. They've had the ball in these last couple of quarters. Reardon goes through. Castledyne's got it. Shaw's on and he's on his own. What a time to come on the field. Nobody knew he was there. Shaw over the 25 inside the circle. Yeah, great save there again from Weiss. Julian Hassan will be happy with that one. He's kept him in the game again.
Matty Shaw looking to go around the goalkeeper, which is probably the right thing to do, but Weiss all over that, knew exactly what Matty was thinking. I think he may have even knew what Matty was thinking before Matty thought it.
That's a good ball across. Kenny doesn't make the trap. He's over the 25. He comes back. Pembroke. They're just trying to settle down, but they need to hold the ball in this sort of territory. Ball's gone through. Tossed in there by Springfield. And it's a corner. 10 minutes 58 on the clock, folks. Final quarter. Good work up there. McClellan, Webber, Boyd, all working well.
That patience we talked about, Tom. Throwing the ball from right to left to right. Waiting for that mistake from the Sharks' defence. Getting a bit of a stick on it, made it dangerous up into the circle. And we've still got just under 11 minutes to go, but it would be very, very opportune if the Brisbane team can bury one away this afternoon in this penalty corner.
Yeah, and you've got to say it's a little bit against the run of play. The last two quarters have been dominated by the Sharks. Brisbane have got down there once, and Taylor's strike there been well defended at the back by Regan Martin. He picked that, got the stick there. Great defence, Sharks. Pembroke puts it in, and the touch there comes off the Sharks. That was Brown. There's no own goal, but umpire at the other end didn't pick it. Didn't see why.
Came off the foot. Umpire the other end of the field, helping out his fellow umpire, mentioning that he came off the foot of Luca Brown, I think it may have been. Awarded the next penalty corner. So had a variation with that one, Tom, with JT coming around to the left. What are we going to go here? Drag a straight flick by Webber.
We'll go to the second battery. No, first battery, Webber misses it. Kenny shoots, and another save. That man in the net, Aaron Weiss. He loves lamb. He must have had a bit for lunch, I reckon.
Whatever he's had, he's doing him a fantastic job keeping that ball out of the back of the net. He's been under the pump the last 4 or 5 minutes and hasn't looked like missing.
He has definitely kept the Tiger Sticks in their 3-2 lead. That ball across goes straight to Blake Witherspoon. They are away. Sandor, his old man thinks he was robbed in that last goal, but it was an early call from the umpies.
Now, one thing the Sharks will not want to do is actually just try and defend their way to a win. They've still got 9.5 minutes to go, and they'll still need to play the game out. It's far too much time left in the game to start to lock up shot with only 1 goal lead, especially against the outfit that they're up against this afternoon, the Brisbane Fury.
And I will throw that correction out there for the umpires. Kristen Schenk is doing it with Aaron Godding. I'm only going off the names I'm given, so thanks Tani Bourne for pointing out it's Kristen. And they are having a good job this afternoon. Shaw again on that sideline, and the tackle there over the back. Blake Witherspoon not real happy. The legs from Shaw came out from underneath him. Umpire very quick to say corner.
And he was right on the spot. He was right underneath his nose, so perfect position by the umpy.
Naveed Khan from Pakistan's watching. He wins. He must be nearly the furthest away. Well, we've got the UK watching. Well,
he didn't prove where in the UK though, Tom.
So, g'day Naveed, and hope you're enjoying the game. Hockey Burley, yeah, Weesy's on fire. Let's see how he goes with this one. McClellan's out there, Webber's out there. Whose castle it goes to? McClellan takes the trap on his own, makes the shot. Taylor shoots. Yeah, Blake Witherspoon puts his hand, his stick in the road over the back line. The corners are not working for the Fury.
No, the last 2 or 3 have been very messy. It's that trap on the top of the circle. Might be just getting a bit of a bobble.
So 8 minutes 35. I know we haven't got a countdown clock for you folks, but that's what is left in this game. Sharks from the South Coast 3, Brisbane Fury 2. It is the final quarter. This is it for the Poligras 2019 Super League champions. Didn't go 5 in the circle. Yeah, well umpired. Junior's the call. Ball gets thrown. Options left and right. Picked up there, Sandor. Plenty of time. Has a look up now. Throws it long into the circle. Only fallen as far as Francis. Knocks it out. McClellan dishes off. Fossey's not going to get it. He's not. That went on the blue stuff, Elliot.
Fantastic effort from Fossey.
Liam.
Very, very, very close to getting that ball down the sideline.
I knew there was 2 of them. McClellan gets in the road of that one. Just enough to knock it down to Francis. Kenny makes the call in the middle. Look out, Sandals on your tail. There is plenty of running from the Sharks. Tony, we said it. Couple of goals makes a difference. The body reacts differently when you're up.
And the Fury have had most of the possession in this fourth quarter, Tom, but to the credit of the Sharks' defence, they've kept them at bay time after time.
Oh, and that one's gone in. It didn't go in, I should say, but it's gone into the Sharks. And Hart's got another corner for Brisbane.
Yeah, just over 6 minutes 50 to go. And the clock does stop. If you're wondering at home why this game does seem to be going a little longer than what you thought, but the clock does stop for penalty corners.
Go the Sharky, says Kelly Thomas, Blake Witherspoon. Watching the game with Blake's cheer squad, his niece and nephew. Well, he's got some work to do out there. He needs to save this one, as does the Burley keeper in Weesey. What can Brisbane do on this occasion? They've been unsuccessful in this fourth quarter. Out it comes. On the strike goes number 7, JT, Jared Taylor, evens the game up. It's 3-3, folks, and the countdown clock says 6 minutes 40.
With just over 6.5 minutes to go, Jared Taylor brings the score back even.
So there you go. They had 100 of them. They finally got one. It took took number 7, Jared Taylor, with a very, very good strike. But it's all got to work. We've talked about corners before. You've got to get the ball out. You've got to make the trap. The strike's just one part of it, and he got onto that one. Weiss couldn't keep it out. Witherspoon couldn't keep it out. 3-3, 6 to go. Fury on the attack. Francis puts it outside the circle, straight underneath. No touch. No goal.
Yeah, I think he was looking for Liam Hart leading through. Nice trap by Pembroke over his head. I think he was playing tennis in the backyard with his brothers and sisters.
It's a good lead there from Boyd. He's inside the circle now. Comes to the back line and, in fact, comes to Regan Martin. Martin looks up and says, "Did it hit me on the foot? Really?" Yep, corner.
Yeah, umpire again, perfect position, straight over the top of the play. Scotty Boyd showing that patience, gets the ball on top of the circle. Scotty Boyd a few years ago, I think, would have opened up the shoulders and had a go, but Scotty, today's player that he is, holds the ball, gets another penalty corner, and that man again, JT, Jared Taylor, moves to the top of the circle. And I'm going to go with they'll do exactly the same thing again, Tom.
What do you reckon, Leone? Give us a heads up. Quick, too late. Out it comes. Taylor! They should have given it to him the first time. Number 2. Mum and Dad will be happy. Sonia and Graham will be watching that one, as will Arnie's uncles. Yeah, JT knows where the back of the net is. Boy, oh boy, what a turnaround in the last 2 minutes. Jared Taylor on fire, gets the ball in the back of the net. The Fury 4, the Sharks 3. Guys, girls, mums, dads, granddad, don't go anywhere. 5 minutes to go on the countdown clock. And Kenny has given that straight to Number 14, Cooper. Trouble being he plays on the other side. They've got it now. Wilson looks up, and there you go. Other end. Junior Wilson straight across, picks up Reardon. He's getting married, but he can still score a goal. Even her up, Joey Reardon. 4, don't go anywhere, folks, I told you. No replays. 4 minutes 40 on the clock. Let's go. Next goal. 4-all. What happens at the end? Not going there yet. We're not at the end. You've got to watch. 4:40 to go. Boyd gets dispossessed at the back. It has been a cracker. Third quarter might have been a bit quiet as Matheson touches that around, but they've turned on the jumbo jets in the fourth quarter, Tony. It must have been the fireworks.
It must have been. Got them all awake. Maybe they're a little bit tired, but nice touch from Webber coming through. But again, Weiss up to the task. But maybe the fireworks is enough to get them all fired up. Pardon the pun.
So the goal scorer, Taylor, finds Fossey, who gets the free hit. Happy to go out to the captain. Pembroke looks up, takes the waddy to it, whacks it. Gone in the air. Amarjeet Singh, the finals are played out in May. No, the finals are played out now, mate. This is the final of Super League. The Brisbane Comp finals in September, but stay tuned for the Oceania Games in September from Rocky. That's a nice little jink. Wilson! Rossiter with a great save. Wilson shoots, and there he is again. Joe Reardon, number 20, might be getting married. They think he might be old. He knows where the net is. Sharks 5, Fury 4. It is a goal-a-thon. 3 minutes to go. G'day to everyone who's watching. Can't keep up with the comments. I'm watching the game like you all should be. It is under 3 minutes to go. 2:55. Fury inside the circle. That one's gone high into Webber. Off the stick. End-to-end stuff. I can't keep up. Corner to the Fury.
Well, these last couple of minutes, Tom, have been very, very furious. Back end-to-end hockey.
Oh, furious. You had to get it in at
Had
some
to get
stage,
it some
didn't
time.
you? Hey?
The Gold Coast boys trying to put the bite on the Fury. It's, as you said, all the way through that first quarter, end-to-end stuff, and this last quarter done the same thing. Only difference is now they're getting into the circle and scoring both ends. 2 goals each in this quarter. Fantastic.
I'll give it to JT. Oh, yeah, great running there. Boy, they've done that well, the Sharkies, this afternoon. You've got to be good to be a first runner. Hart now using his skill, can't get through, will get the free hit. But fantastic running there from Luca Brown. They call him the Sam Burgess of hockey. Mate, if you got to run down a hockey ball, I don't even Sam Burgess would do it. Good tackle there at the back from Witherspoon. Long stick comes out, and that one's going to go off Kenny over the sideline. 2 minutes 12. 2 minutes 12. Yes, Joe Reardon says Charles Kunch. And Matt Pembroke's going...
Yeah, no, they're taking the keeper off with 2 minutes to go. Matty Pembroke's forgetting the rules now that the kicking fullback doesn't have any goalkeeping privileges anymore. He's just another field player. So
2:10, folks. 11 field players for the Fury. Sharks are up 5-4. Shaw brings that one down. Hart now. Through Sergio, will get the ball on the sideline. Under 2 minutes. Hart going forward. Good stop there at the back. Progressing it forward. Junior Wilson, I don't know if he's staying up high, just having a cup of tea up there. Doing a bit of running now, Junior. Down we go. Let's come off the foot. Well done there from Springfield. Puts it into the circle, but gone high.
yeah, and I would have doubted actually went to 5 as well. Danny Springfield, one of those young players you talked about before, just a little bit too excited. As Witherspoon again throws a 70-yard overhead with ease. With 1 minute and 12 to go. Stating the obvious, Brisbane needs to score, and they need to score very, very soon.
Yeah, that is a Captain Obvious statement this afternoon, Bob. And if they go through the middle, Fury comes out. JT. Yeah, good defence there. Get rid of it, son. That's what he does. Up the other end of the field it goes. Regan Martin just saying, yep, I'm going to waste some time now. 30 seconds is all it takes. There's 40 left. Pembroke halfway. Looks up. Right side it goes. Oh, yeah, it's a nice touch there. Going through the middle. Go, son. Got a trip there from Taylor. Nothing in it. Up he gets the free hit. 20 seconds to go, folks. I'm going to call it with 20 to go. Junior Wilson's got the ball. He'll slow the things down, take it up over the top. Down they go. Look out. There's one left for him. And over the back line it goes. There is only 2 seconds. That is the end of it. So this Poligras Poly 10 2019 Super League tournament has been won by the South Coast Sharks. They have defeated the Brisbane Fury 5-4 in an absolute cracker. The third quarter, they're obviously looking to catch their breath, but what a last quarter. The boys from Brisbane going out in the field. What a ripper of a game it is hockey. Glad that we can get that on the live streaming for you. Stay tuned later in the year, the Oceania from Rockhampton. We're hoping we'll be live streamed. We might be part of that. We'll have a talk to Barbara Knowles and see what she wants. But get back to the game. Tony, fantastic effort. Great game from the Sharks. And well and truly deserved the win this afternoon.
Very much so. The Fury had spits and spurts of very talented stuff, but overall the Sharks played the better for the entire game, the entire 4 quarters. And deserved winners.
So they'll go through the motions out there and congratulate each other. It was a bloody good game, if I'm allowed to say that. Well, too bad I did now. Thanks to everyone for joining us in this afternoon on this Facebook streaming. Hang on, I'm just getting a message from the boss. We're still live streaming. Hello, Caitlin. We're still going. You're live on Facebook.
Yes.
Live on Facebook.
Say hello to all the people out there in Facebook land, Caitlin. As you can see, the boys just come off the field. Smiles on the faces of the Sharks players. We'll head down shortly onto the field. I think we'll have a few speeches and presentation of the trophy.
Poly10. And I think Brett from Poly10 is here, and welcome to this tournament. Poly10 is the leading provider of for the design, construction, manufacture, installation and maintenance of synthetic sport surfaces across Asia Pacific. We'd also like to acknowledge the support of the Queensland Government through their generous funding to develop our facilities and assist with participation programs, volunteer pathways and our remote and Indigenous hockey programs. Thanks to the State Government, by October this year, we will have new change room facilities on Field 2 with spectator viewing. And as you all know, the State Government recently supported Townsville Hockey Association with $2 million to recover from the devastating flood earlier in the year. Just Hockey, thank you again for your ongoing support of Hockey Queensland and being on site throughout this weekend to support our players and volunteers. I'd also like to thank Brent Brown for doing a superb job throughout the weekend as Hockey Queensland's tournament director, and we wish you a very successful year ahead with technical officiating opportunities at the national and international level. Thank you to all the Hockey Queensland tournament officials, including our umpires, technical officials and selectors, the volunteers and all players, coaches, managers, and Hockey Queensland staff. The high calibre and commitment of all to the Team Queensland's spirit results in a first-class event that we can all be proud of. A couple of quick acknowledgement of some special awards. I'd like to acknowledge Hockey Queensland Life Membership Awards that were awarded at the annual general meeting this year. to Linda Hunter and Trish Hansen, neither of which can be here tonight, but congratulations, ladies. We also awarded a Hockey Queensland Distinguished Service Award to Marie Sweeney. Now, Marie's not here, but I think her son, Robert Sweeney, can come forward and collect it on Marie's behalf. Renee, sorry. To get to the tournament presentations, I'd like to call Kerry Liebenberg, Caitlin Gotting and Brent Brown forward to present the technical awards. Technical Officer of the men's final, Bernie Gotting. And the technical official of the women's final, Lynn Mogg. To the Joanne Greensill, technical official of the tournament, is presented to the technical officer who officiates at the tournament as both a technical officer and a judge, demonstrates a high level of performance in the role of a technical officer, shows consistency of performance throughout the tournament, demonstrates teamwork and with other officials both during games and off the field, and shows good attitude and feedback. Unfortunately, Jo cannot be here to present her award, so I ask that Brent Brown present it on her behalf. And the Joanne Greensill technical official of the tournament, Bernadette Gotting. Bernie's brought a wealth of experience to this year's technical panel, and her approach to matches allows a fair and safe match. She has just returned from Narellan, where she was the tournament director for the National Under-15 Championships. She has fulfilled numerous roles in the technical and umpire management space over many years, and continues to craft her approach to reflect the changes in hockey rules and approaches in the technical space. Please congratulate our 2019 Joanne Greensill technical official of the tournament winner and our technical officers of the final. Now I'd like to call on Lynn Cowie McAllister to come forward to present the umpires award for the umpires of the finals. The umpires of the women's final, Carol Chandler and Tara Leonard. And the reserve umpire of the women's final, Emily Ogden. I'm going to ask Sam Bliss, newly elected member of Hockey Queensland Board, to present the men's umpires awards. The umpires of the men's final, congratulations, Aaron Gotting and Chris Schenk. The reserve umpire of the men's final, Hayden Newell. The final umpiring award is the Jan Hatfield Umpiring Excellence Award, and this year's winner is Tara Leonard. Tara has performed consistently a high standard throughout all matches umpired at the Poligras Super League tournament, and has displayed an exceptional positive attitude to all aspects of umpiring, including showing respect to the players and other officials. Tara is a positive influence within the Super League umpiring panel and is highly regarded amongst her peers. Congratulations, Tara, and all the umpires in the finals. Now to our playing awards, and I'll read wherever we go. And the women's placings: 6th place with the Northern Storm, 5th place with the Central Mud Turtles, 4th place South Coast Sharks, in 3rd place the Southwest Lumberjills, the runners-up Brisbane Blitz, and our winners of the 2019 Poligras Super League, the Wide Bay Thunder. I'll ask the Wide Bay Thunder to come forward and collect their medals.
I'll be short and sweet. Thanks, Brizzy, for a good final. It's been a battle of who had the freshest legs. But yeah, nice game today. Well done, girls. Good win. Thanks for all the officials, umpies. Sorry for the grief I gave you for the last 3 days. But good job for everyone for putting together such a great tournament. So, and thanks for everyone to come out and watch.
Thanks, David. We'll move on to the individual player awards. The leading goal scorer in the women's tournament with 6 goals was Britt Wilkinson from the Brisbane Blitz. Next we have the player of the women's final from the Wide Bay Thunder, Meg Pearce. And finally, the player of the tournament from the Wide Bay Thunder, Jodie Kenny. And before Jodie runs away, Jodie will just present you with the 2019 Poligras Super League trophy. Okay, moving to the men's. In 6th place, the Wide Bay Thunder. In 5th place, the Southwest Jacks. In 4th place, the Northern Storm. In 3rd place, the Central Mud Turtles. The runners-up, Brisbane Fury, and our winners of the 2019 Poligras Super League, the South Coast Sharks.
Firstly, just want to congratulate and thank Eddie and the Brisbane boys on a really quality final. You guys are the benchmark throughout the tournament again. Probably been in the final the past 5-6 years, so always a quality opposition, so thank you guys. Thank you to the umpires and tech officials. Without you guys, obviously the tournament doesn't happen. I think that's really good to see lots of young umpires coming through, so thank you guys. To the South Coast boys, thank you to Nathan Eglinton and Simon Martin. Really appreciate your commitment coming up and giving up your time to let your experience with the boys. I think we've all just wanted over the weekend, so thank you guys. We had a squad of 18 over the weekend, which means 2 guys sit out each game. The contribution from all 18 of our players has been really good, so really proud of the guys, so thanks very much.
Congratulations to the South Coast Sharks. Okay, moving on to the individual player awards in the men's. The leading goal scorer for the tournament with 8 goals, Jacob Webber from Brisbane Fury. The player of the men's final, Jason Wilson from South Coast Sharks. And the player of the tournament, Blake Witherspoon, South Coast Sharks. And I'll get the Sharks captain to come out and receive the 2019 Super League trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance during the weekend. Congratulations to the Sharks in the men's and the Thunder in the women's. Thank you once again to all our sponsors, and I think we witnessed some really fantastic hockey this weekend, so thank you very much.